Kansas CDL HazMat Test 2026 KS Endorsement Practice Questions. Flashcard 1. Within how many years must a driver have had special training if he transports radioactive material or flammable cryogenic liquids? 1 year. 2 years. 3 years. Special training not required if driver has endorsement. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 2. The driver's certificate of radioactive materials training must be A. Kept at home. Employers keep a record of training. C. Kept in the driver's vehicle. D. Carried by driver. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 3. What is the intent of the hazardous material regulations found in Title 49 CFR? A. To contain the material. B. To communicate the risk. C. Assure safe drivers and equipment. D. All of the above. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is D. Flashcard 4. What is not a responsibility of the shipper? A. Labeling. B. Packaging. C. Placarding. D. Preparing shipping papers. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is D. Flashcard 5. Who is responsible for checking that the shipper has correctly named, labeled, and marked a hazmat shipment? A. Carrier. B. Shipper. C. Driver. D. Department of Transportation. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is A. Flashcard 6. Who is responsible for placarding and transporting the shipment without delay and keeping the shipping papers in the proper place? A. Shipper. B. Carrier. C. Driver. D. Both A and B above. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is D. Flashcard 7. What lists do drivers, shippers, and carriers use to find out if material is regulated? A. Hazardous material table. B. List of hazardous substances and reportable quantities. D. Epidangerous materials table. D. Both A and B above. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is D. Flashcard 8. How should a common carrier transport material classified as forbidden on the hazardous material table? A. Transport the material with an escort. B. Transport the material but don't open. C. Only transport in quantities less than 1,000 pounds. B. Never transport the materials table. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is D. Flashcard 9. What placards do you use in transporting 2 liters of flammable liquid labeled poison inhalation hazard on the shipping paper? A. Placard as poison. B. Placard as poison and proper hazard class placard. C. Placard as poison gas. D. Any of the above. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is B. Flashcard 10. If there is an X or an RQ in the HM column of a shipping paper entry, it means A. The material is hazardous. B. The shipment is regulated by hazardous material regulations. C. The carrier must report a spill of this material. D. All of the above. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is B. Flashcard 11. What is the correct order of the description of hazardous material on the shipping paper? A. ID number, hazard class, proper shipping name. B. Shipping name, hazard class, ID number. B. Hazard class, ID number, shipping name. D. Any order is correct as long as all 3 are there. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is B. Flashcard 12. A non-hazardous material may not be described by A. Abbreviations. B. Using a hazard class or ID number. B. Code words. Slang words or expressions. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 13. What is the only exception to the rule that the shipper certifies that he has packaged the material according to the regulations? The shipper is a private carrier carrying his own product. The driver's cargo compartment is sealed. The trip will not cross state lines. The shipment is hazardous waste. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 14. How can you find out if a shipment includes hazardous material? Inspect every package. Check the hazardous material label. Check the list of reportable quantities. Look at the shipping papers. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 15. What is the purpose of a uniform hazardous waste manifest? It indicates that you're carrying hazardous material. It indicates that you're carrying hazardous waste. It is exactly the same as a shipping paper. All of the above. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 16. How many placards must a vehicle have that is carrying hazardous material? 1, 2, 3, 4. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 17. According to the placard tables, if you're carrying 500 pounds of explosives A and B, the correct placard is dangerous B, explosive A, explosive B, explosive and dangerous. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 18. Which placard should you use if you're carrying 600 pounds of organic peroxide and 500 pounds of oxidizer? Dangerous B, oxidizer, organic peroxide, any of the above. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 19. When loading hazardous material, you must double wrap wet boxes in plastic. Never smoke within 50 feet of explosives, oxidizers, and flammables. Never use hooks. Keep bystanders 100 feet away. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 20. When loading explosives, check the cargo space for sharp objects of points, cargo heaters that could be turned on, floor liners that are loose, all of the above. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 21. You can't transport class explosives in a combination vehicle if it includes a vehicle containing food, a placarded cargo tanker, 2 or more trailers, a large wheelbase trailer. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 22. How should you load cylinders of compressed gas? In boxes that won't allow them to turn over, in racks attached to the vehicle, held upright or placed laying down flat, any of the above. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 23. What is the meaning of the transport index on the labels of radioactive 2 packages? It indicates the degree of control needed during transportation. It is used by DOT inspectors only. It indicates what kind of mixed loads are safe. It indicates the correct placard to use. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 24. The total transport index of all radioactive material in a single vehicle must not exceed the number of packages in the vehicle, The smallest number on the radioactive separation table. 25. 50. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 25. Animal and human food cannot be loaded in a vehicle with compressed gases, poisons, explosives, oxidizers. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 26. What must you do before you move a cargo tank of hazardous material? Double check the air brake system. Close all manholes and valves. Call Chemtrek at 800-424-9300. All of the above. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 27. Which hazardous materials may not be parked within 5 feet of the travel part of the road of within 300 feet of a bridge, fire, or place where people gather? Corrosives and oxidizers. Explosives A and B. Orm C. D and E. Acids and poisons. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 28. Placarded vehicles cannot be parked within how many feet of an open fire? 100. 200. 300. 400. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 29. The person watching a placarded vehicle must be awake and in the vehicle or within 100 feet. Be aware of the hazards of the load. Know what to do in an emergency. All of the above. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 30. What kind of roadside emergency warning devices can you use to mark a stopped vehicle carrying explosives? Reflective triangles. B. Flash. Traffic cones. Any of the above. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 31. When you emergency roadside park a vehicle carrying flammable liquids or gas, you can mark the vehicle with reflective triangles. B. Traffic cones. Flares. D. Any of the above. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 32. Whose job is it to find out if a permit or special route is needed to transport a hazardous material load? Carrier. Shipper. Driver. It is everyone's job. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 33. When transporting hazardous material, when should you check your route about permits or restrictions? As the need arises. Within 12 hours of departure. Before you start the trip. When you see highway signs noting restrictions. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 34. A placarded vehicle cannot drive near an open fire unless the cargo compartment is sealed. It has a Table 2 placard. It can pass safely without stopping. The wind is blowing toward the road. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 35. When is a written route plan required to transport hazardous material? When transporting explosives. A and B. When transporting organic flammables. Only when the carrier is Class B. Never. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 36. How close can you smoke to placarded vehicle carrying explosives, oxidizers, or flammables? Not within 15 feet. Not within 25 feet. Not within 100 feet. As close as you like. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 37. When refueling a placarded vehicle with the engine off, someone must always stand near the pump shutoff valve. Have a fire extinguisher ready to go. Be at the nozzle, controlling the fuel flow. Be watching for persons smoking. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 38. What fire extinguisher rating is required to be in the power unit of the placarded vehicle? OL rating of 5B:C or more B. OL rating of 10B:C or more. OL rating of 15B:C or more. OL rating of 100B:C or more. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 39. The driver of placarded vehicle must stop and check the dual tires before the start of the trip. When you park, each time you stop, all of the above. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 40. If a placarded vehicle gets a leaking or overheated tire while on the road, the driver must report to the carrier at the next stop. Continue the trip at reduced speed. Stop when safe and fix the tire. Keep the tire on the vehicle but stop driving. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 41. Where do you keep your shipping papers when you are driving a placarded vehicle? In the glove compartment. In clear view within reach. Inside your jacket of shirt. Under the seat. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 42. When not behind the wheel in a placarded vehicle, the shipping papers must be on the driver's seat or in the glove compartment, but in the driver's door pouch. With you at all times. Under the seat. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 43. What documents must the driver of a vehicle have in his possession when transporting Class A or B explosives? A copy of FMCSR Part 397. Written route plan and emergency instructions. C. Shipping papers. All of the above. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 44. A driver transporting chlorine in cargo tanks must carry what special equipment? Down cover plate fitting. A gas mask and emergency kit for leak control. Kit for determining chlorine levels. All of the above. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 45. What amount of chlorine that is being transported requires the driver to stop before railroad crossings? An amount requiring a Table 2 placard. Any amount. Any amount when combined with explosives A. 1,000 pounds or more. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 46. When required to stop at a railroad crossing, how close must you stop to the nearest rail? 1 vehicle length from the nearest rail. Any amount. 15 to 50 feet. Any distance if you make a complete stop. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 47. In a hazardous material emergency, the driver should not smoke, but warn others and keep people away. Avoid contact or inhaling. All of the above. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 48. What should you do if hazardous material is leaking from your vehicle? Repack the material in plastic bags. Keep your vehicle in one place on the road. Drive up when found any fumes. Call the dispatcher and emergency personnel if needed. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 49. If hazardous material is spilling from your vehicle, you should A. Move 500 feet of less. Drive upwind from the spill. Not move any more than safety requires. D. Stay put on the roadway. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 50. When can you pull apart vehicles that have crashed when one vehicle is carrying explosives? After the explosives have been moved at least 200 feet from the crash. B. After the crash is 30 minutes old. After the police have arrived. All of the above. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is Flashcard 51. When there is a spill of hazardous material, you or your employer may have to call National Response Center. Comfort. Year 1. Think of the answer before the reveal. The answer is